Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive.
Yeah.
Today, we're going to try to unpack some recent news
Right.
headlines and see if we can't find some interesting
Okay.
insights in them.
Sure.
We've got quite a range of stories today. We've got everything from international
Right.
tensions and aviation safety
Uh-huh.
to some global leadership and
Okay.
some infrastructure problems,
All right.
and even a little bit of space travel in the mix.
Wow. That's quite the collection.
Yeah, it is. So
Yeah.
maybe we can just jump right in.
Okay, sounds good.
So first up, we've got the Russia-Ukraine conflict.
Right.
And one thing that really sticks out to me is this
Yeah.
this attack on Zaporizhzhia
Yeah, that's right.
that happened on Saturday.
Yeah.
And this is after President Trump
Uh-huh.
had these discussions with the Ukrainian and Russian presidents.
Right.
And they agreed on like a limited ceasefire on Wednesday.
Okay, yeah.
And then just a few days later, this attack happens that killed 3 people
Right.
and injured 12.
Yeah. It's a really tricky situation.
Yeah.
Because both sides are accusing each other
Right.
of,
Breaking the ceasefire.
breaking the ceasefire, continuing the attacks.
Right.
So it's hard to know like what's really going on, but
Right.
it definitely makes you think about,
Yeah.
how effective these limited ceasefires can really be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And speaking of ongoing issues, we've got the China Eastern Airlines crash,
Oh, yeah.
which happened
A while ago now.
back in March 21st, 2022.
22. Wow.
So it's been 3 years
3 years, yeah.
since we lost 132 lives in that crash.
It's hard to believe it's been that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's still no full report.
That's right.
Right, we had that preliminary report,
Yeah.
and then they put out some statements on the anniversary,
Uh-huh.
but the Civil Aviation Administration
Right.
still hasn't released the full findings of their investigation. And they're saying they'll share more information
Yeah.
as it
Yeah.
comes out, but it does make you wonder,
Yeah.
what's going on with that.
Yeah, these investigations can be really complex. They have to go through all the
Yeah,
flight data recorders and all the wreckage
Yeah.
and, try to piece everything together.
yeah.
It's a long process.
So it's understandable that it takes a while, but still,
Yeah.
it's a tragedy, and it's been 3 years. So
Yeah.
you do wonder,
Yeah,
what the holdup is.
for sure.
All right, so switching gears a bit,
Okay.
we've got an update on Pope Francis's health.
Oh, okay.
He's apparently planning a public appearance.
Oh, wow.
Um,
That's great.
after being away for
Yeah.
more than 5 weeks now.
More than 5 weeks. Wow.
Yeah, he was hospitalized with double pneumonia
Oh, wow.
on February 14th.
Yeah.
Um,
Double pneumonia is serious.
yeah, and he's 88 years old, so
Yeah.
it's definitely something to be concerned about. And we still don't have a confirmed date for his discharge.
Oh, okay.
So it's good to hear that he's planning a public appearance.
Yeah.
But, it's still a bit of a mystery
Yeah.
how he's doing.
All
Exactly.
right. It just goes to show,
Yeah.
even at the highest levels,
Right.
these health challenges can really
Yeah.
affect things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on to something completely different.
Okay.
We've got London Heathrow Airport,
Oh, yeah.
which was shut down for nearly 18 hours.
18 hours.
Yeah. So there was a fire at a power substation.
Oh, wow.
And that caused a power outage
Okay.
at the airport, and they had to shut the whole thing down.
Wow.
So at least 1,350 flights were affected.
That's a lot of flights.
Yeah, huge disruption.
Yeah.
The first flight after the power outage arrived on Friday.
Okay.
But, that's a long time
yeah.
for a major international hub to be shut down.
And it seems like such a
Yeah.
small thing to cause such a big disruption.
I know a fire at a power substation, you wouldn't think
Yeah.
that would shut down Heathrow.
Yeah.
And actually, Downing Street has said
Right.
that there are questions to answer
Oh, wow.
about this whole incident. So
Okay.
clearly they're taking it pretty seriously.
Yeah.
And finally, we've got this really interesting story
Okay.
about some astronauts,
Oh, wow.
Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore.
Okay.
So they ended up spending 9 months in space.
9 months. Wow.
Yeah, longer than planned.
Uh-huh.
And because of that, they're actually eligible
Oh, wow.
for overtime pay.
Really?
Yeah, something like $4,430.
Been in space.
Yeah, or R1.2 lakh.
Okay.
And apparently President Trump was really surprised by this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was like, wait, what?
Wow.
Astronauts get overtime.
That's funny.
And he even offered to pay for it himself.
Oh, wow.
He said it was never brought to his attention before.
I guess there are all these, like, unexpected things that come up. Right.
When you're dealing with space travel?
Yeah.
Like, who knew astronauts got overtime?
It's wild.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, we've covered a lot of ground here.
Yeah, that's quite a range of stories.
We've got conflicts, investigations,
Uh-huh.
global leadership, infrastructure problems,
Yeah.
even astronaut overtime.
Astronaut overtime, who knew?
It's a lot to think about.
Yeah.
So I guess the question for our listeners is,
Yeah.
what connections do you see
Yeah.
between these seemingly random events?
Right?
Is there a common thread?
Uh-huh.
You know, like maybe the fragility of our systems,
Yeah,
whether
go
it's
ahead.
political or technological or even biological.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just the human element, you know, how
Mhm.
people react to these extraordinary circumstances.
Yeah.
So what do you think, what connections stand out to you?
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head with
Okay.
the fragility of systems. I mean, you see it in the Russia-Ukraine conflict.
Yeah.
You see it with the Heathrow airport shutdown.
Yeah. Like one little thing can go wrong,
Right.
and it can have these huge ripple effects.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think that's something that's really worth thinking about.
Absolutely. And I think that's a great place to leave it.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
And we'll see you next time.
See you then.